Hey, what's up guys, Connor Comics here. Now today I'm doing a bit of a different video on my channel. Today I'm doing an overview of my ComiXology collection. Now as you can see I have a few books here, not too big of a collection, more collected editions. Some of these are just books that I've seen in the sale and thought would be interesting, and others are books that I know the Omnibuy are out of stock, and these are just books that I've wanted to read. So the first series that we have here, which is a series that I've heard a lot about, and this would be the Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky's run. As you can see, I have volumes 1 to 4, so that includes No Fear, No Devils, Only God, Through Hell, and End of Hell. So as you can see, it's the same artist here as volumes 1, 3, and 4, and then a different one on 2. Now I do like the artwork by, as you can see by this image here. I just love the detail. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping into this run. I've heard great things, as I said. I'm not going to show you too much of the art just so that I don't want to spoil it, but we'll go a bit further ahead. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this and seeing what this run is like. The next book that we have is Detective Comics by Francis Malapool and Brian Butticelli. There's only one book in this collection that I've actually read or reading currently. Some of these I've just gone through because I've tried to record this a couple of times and keep failing. But the first book here is Batman by Francis Malapool and Brian Butticelli. This is the same team that worked on The Flash during the New 52. So you're probably similar artwork. I don't know anything about this run. I don't know if it's any good. I don't know which villains come in and out, but I'm looking forward to jumping into this and seeing what it's like. But yeah, I've already seen a bit of Butch and a bit of Jim Gordon, so I'm looking forward to jumping into this. Next is the two, if you've seen one of my hauls, I talked about Time Lord Victorious. It's a Doctor Who event. Now these comics tie into it vaguely is what I'm gonna say. You don't even have to read these if you want to get into the Time Lord Victorious book, but if anyone is Doctor Who fans, as you can see, it's a fun little read where he teams up with a Dalek. So yeah, it's a fun little read. Nothing spectacular, but just a bit of fun. And the second volume, which continues on. So yeah, that is Time Lord Victorious issues 1 and 2. Next up, we have Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. This is a run that I've also heard great things about, and Fantastic Four is a set of characters that I've wanted to get into. So The Thing, Human Torch, Sue Storm, and Reed Richards. I know in my previous call I said that The Thing's name was Clobbering Time. Yeah, I did say that, and I did quote it in the description. If you want to go back and watch that video, go ahead and you can see my mistake. But as you can see, this artwork, no, I don't want to go into this view. I keep doing that. But yeah, the artwork in this I'm looking forward to, because like I said, these are characters that I know minimal things about, but I haven't really dove into them too much, and I'm really looking forward to jumping into these. I'm finding out a bit more about the Fantastic Four, obviously, before they join the MCU. So yeah, this is volume 1, and then we also have volume 2 over here. I believe this book goes into Future Foundation. I believe Spider-Man's part of Future Foundation, so I'm looking forward to jumping into this story and just seeing how Spider-Man joins. But yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into these 2 volumes and seeing what they're like. Next one we have, which is a series that I also know nothing about, and this is Green Arrow, The Archer's Quest. So who writes this again? Let me find out who writes this. So this has Brad Belches. I don't know anything about this run. I don't know what it's like, but we're going to give it a go. It seems to be very sort of cartoonish look, but Green Arrow is a character that I like. I know he's had like mixed runs. I know the New 52, the start of it was, the first 3 volumes was pretty meh, and then it slowly got into it. I can't remember who wrote that run, but it was a class run. Starts from like volume 4 and goes on to volume 6. But yeah, I'm going to jump into this. I may actually get the Green Arrow and Green Lantern on the road where it has the scene with Speedy doing heroin. I might actually pick up that series as well. This one, which is one that I'm currently reading. Now, I don't know how I feel about this run personally. This is House of X and Power of X. It's pretty confusing so far. A lot of these characters, I don't have a clue. But I'm only getting this because I also have the X-Men run by Hickman. So I'm like, I might as well pick this up so I have a general idea of what's going on. But so far, some of these characters, I don't have a clue who they are. Like, obviously, I know who some of them are from the movies. As you see, I'm on page 108 out of 430. So I'm going to continue giving it a go. But so far, it's not my thing. There's too many characters. I don't know what's going on. Now, I do know that it's an event to lead to this book down here. But yeah, I'm going to continue it, see if I can finish it, and see where I go from there. Next book that we have is The Immortal Iron Fist by Fraction. Let's have a flick through. Oh my god, now I'm just going to start using my finger because the pen's wrecking my head. But yeah, we're looking, because this is a character that I feel the Netflix show didn't really do justice. I feel a lot of the other characters they did justice to, like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Daredevil. I just feel Iron Fist, I just don't think the actor was very good or the writing was bad. Like all the other Netflix shows, the first season I was able to finish in 2 days. Iron Fist took me way too long to finish because I just was not feeling it in the slightest. But I thought I'd give this run a go because I've heard good things about this run, and like this is like, I've heard good things, like this is one of the main runs they turn you to. It's similar to like Batman where they would turn you to like Death of the Family and things like that, or like Daredevil they would point you to like Frank Miller's run. So I've heard good things about this run, so like I said, I'm going to jump into this and see what it's like. This is probably most of these series that I'm saying. This I have issue 1 of because I know there's an omnibus out of Red Hood and the Outlaws, and I thought I would give issue 1 a go to see if it's worth picking up the rest of the series. Now I know in this they do try and sexualize what's her name, Starfire, a lot. But yeah, the artwork is beautiful. Red Hood is a character that I really want to get into after reading the Three Jokers. I will do a review up on the Three Jokers soon, but yeah, just Red Hood is class and Arsenal is class as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing on with this series actually, because I really enjoyed it. Next up we have 3 books here, which is Star Wars, The Clone Wars, volumes 1, 2, and 3 in Legends. So yeah, I don't know if these are any good or what they're like. If I do enjoy them, I may go on to some of the ones which are after, like, which is during like The New Hope or set after Return of the Jedi and books like that, and I'll give them a go and see what they're like. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, I don't know what characters these follow. But yeah, it's always the Clone Wars, like I've said, is like, just because of the TV show, I've heard like the TV show is class. Star Wars Rebels sort of meh. But yeah, the Clone Wars is just a part of the mythos that I love to bits. Obviously the clones, like they have their own personality on its own. And then here we have volume 3. So by the look of it in this, we get a bit more Captain Cody, and Captain Cody is class. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping into a lot of these books. Next we have this, which is The Return of Wally West, because Wally West is a character that I've read a few books about, and I'm always curious to see who Wally West is and like learn more about him. On Titans, like we have a lot of characters like Donna Troy, we have Arsenal, we have Nightwing in here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into some of these characters and learning more about them. Next we have Vision by Tom King, more because of WandaVision at the moment, and I want to learn more about Vision, obviously. So as you can see, this seems to be a bit more family dynamic. I don't know if Wanda even comes into this, but yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this and seeing what it's like. I'm not going to flick too far because I don't want to spoil it. Then we get volume 2, which by the look of it actually does have Wanda in it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into these books and seeing what it's like. This is by Tom King. I know Tom King's Batman run is very 50-50, but I've heard good things about his Vision run. And then this series I've already talked about, so X-Men by Jonathan Hickman. As I said, Powers of X and House of X, I'm not too keen on, but I'll give this series a go, as I know the X-Men I've read a couple of X-Men books and enjoyed them, and obviously I know soon they would be coming into the MCU, and I feel they will be leading it on from this sort of style, because saying they've got Jonathan Hickman to basically restart it. That's my view, that they would sort of base it off stories in here. So might as well get used to these characters. But yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into some of these. If you do want any of the reviews, just tell me if there's a certain one, and I will get around to reading it and putting a review out. But yeah, that is my small collection. If there's any ones you would recommend me picking up, tell me down below. But yeah, that is my small collection. If you don't know what this is, it's based like a comic, so you would just go in here and buy. So my place to start would be in here, like the limited edition sales, because at the moment they have one on a lot of the DC. So some of these I already have, or I have in like my collection on my shelf. But yeah, it's just a good way. Or here a Black Panther sale, so if you want to get into Black Panther, Tank Girl, they have certain sales that go on, and let's say you can just pick in, like this where I got some of my Vision. So Miles Morales sale, I might actually pick up a few in here actually. Yeah, I might actually do that. But yeah, if you just come in here, it's probably dangerous, but at the same time, like this is where I got some of my Star Wars ones. But yeah, this is ComiXology. If you want me to do any more videos on this, just tell me down below, and as soon as I add some new ones, I can do a haul on ComiXology if you want. But yeah, thanks for watching, and peace.